Patrick and El Prez spend an hour solving the world's biggest problems, including tent sex logistics, baseball-powered foreplay, and whether anyone actually knows where the hell to find a hot tub room. Yeah, it's the dumbest bullshit you'll hear, at least until the next episode. So get into it. This is the Goin Deep Show for Thursday, June 18th, 2026.
8-hole.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, Hat Trickery.
Hello.
And I got to turn this air conditioning off.
Oh, is it too noisy?
Fuck yeah. God.
It's getting hot in here. I might have to take some clothes off. If you
Down,
don't want to
down to your
see
skivvies.
that.
Down to your skivvies, motherfucker.
Hairy whale of a 60-year-old man.
You need God. You need Jesus, motherfucker.
I haven't trimmed it up down there in a long time. It's just one big old afro puff of
Is it like hot bush summer?
Yeah.
I feel like Bush is back in. I've seen this.
Okay, the
I've
hottest
seen
hot
this. Is that
chicks.
Bush is back in?
I grew up with the bush. My first girlfriend
Yeah.
had the bush, and I was fine with it. I liked it. In fact, you ever reminisce about the first time you did that shit, and you're just like, what you've experienced? And
One of my first girlfriend, I mean, she would shave it into a heart shape and all this different stuff, back in the day. It was
she put an El Prez on there for you.
No, I wasn't El Prez back then.
I had the landing strip when I had the lizard for a bit. But
You need like a play button, like the triangle, like the play button, or a pause. That's what you shape when you know you don't get the rag anymore.
no, I don't. That's
See, you don't
great.
need a pause button.
don't.
Patrick, technically, I mean, come on. Did you ever think to yourself, I might need a pause at some point? Because you're an old
Absolutely
man.
not. No.
No.
You have, like,
No,
pee-
I am like hornier than I've ever been in my life, which is
boy.
ridiculous.
Salute.
You're in the prime.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You are. And you're not even 40 yet.
No, later this
Jesus
year.
Christ, she's going to be fucking
I'm feral.
walking like a goddamn cat's ass in the air.
Feral.
Sniff
That
this.
was me this week. I told her, I'm pretty sure I was ovulating. It's hard to track since I don't have the periods, but I'm pretty sure. Because
So
the
that's
fireman
still-
came over like 4 or 5 times and I was still masturbating in between.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. 4 or 5 times. And masturbation. How many times are you flicking the bean?
Not usually this many on an off week. Like if the kids are home and he's not coming over, I'm usually not. I mean, maybe once, but I'm not. Usually he takes care of it. But like this week, I don't know. I was fucking feral because he came over twice yesterday, and then I still freaking flicked it this morning.
Here's the thing, and this is something I probably got to bring up with Erasure. You know how it is when you're with somebody for long. You bang for months, and you have your times. You get your. I would say, what do you say the average of a non-married couple? That's the key. I would say at least 4 times a week. I would say.
No, you're pretty blessed.
And
If it's 4 or 5 times
Like,
a month when you get older, it's
but I think this week may have been only 3. But I got some BG. I got some beeged. And one of my favorite maneuvers, baseball game on, reverse cowgirl, watch the game while we bang. That's the best. Hattrick, do you remember last week when I asked you if he's ever doing something else while you're blowing him? And you said no. And you just kept on going with the conversation. Like, have you ever, no, there's a hockey game on, you want to watch the game? My ex, Red, and I used to watch the World Series together, and we would want to bang. So she'd be like, we have to face this TV while we watch the game. So we would bang watching the game. And this is the thing. It's just a great experience. I love that we can bang while the game's going on and we can watch the game.
Going down on it.
I get distracted
While
if
you
there's
watch-
if TV and stuff on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can watch porn and do it at the same time. But like if there's like a movie or something
The worst is like
depending on the movie, I guess I can tune it out to a point, but I'd rather it not.
Monarch recently with the monsters, and then any comedy,
I need to
it
watch that.
throws my brain off. I don't know how many times I'm like, turn that shit off because I'm just
I had some good fucking watching Kevin Hart the one time up in the UP.
where what? So wait. You gotta elaborate a little bit on this.
So was down at Disney with my kid for the week, came back, left at like 3 a.m, got home at 1. His mom picked him up, and a friend of mine that just broke up with her boyfriend, she came over and we drove all the way up to the UP, spent the night, and the next day went out and did the Picture Rock kayaking thing. And so after going to this really cool restaurant in Munising. We were having a great time. We get back. She's like, well, you have to give me one of your world famous massages.
World famous? How is it world famous?
That was her words.
Her words.
Her words.
I'm not going to lie. This is the strangest start to a sex story ever. I took my kid to Disney.
We were getting back from Disney, been there all week long. And that had been up since 3. So we get back to the hotel room, this shitty ass hotel room. And she's like, well, let's put something on the TV. And it would just so happen it was Kevin Hart to stand up on Netflix. So one thing led to another of getting naked while doing the massage. And then we're banging. And yeah.
Those are the best. I like hot tub rooms. Hot tub rooms are the best.
Dude, hotels are getting rid of them.
Yeah, it's harder to find.
It is much harder to find. Like Holiday Inn in Midland used to have them. They don't have them anymore. Hampton Inn in Midland used to have them. They don't have them anymore. Because the Fireman and I have looked. And they are harder to find. Like you got to go out to like Soaring Eagle or like other places like to find any like relatively close anymore.
Holiday Inn Express on Wilder used to have it. Red and I would go there for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. When we would we'd get a room with the tub in it, watch it and bang and play in the hot tub. You need a bunch of baby oil when you play in a hot tub, right? Just that.
Well, P. Diddy.
Go P. Diddy's. I think P. Diddy's been giving baby oil a bad rap. That's one of my favorite porn genres to watch is when the woman is doing the slathering of the oils and stuff. I mean, come on, right? The threesomes with the 2 massage girls? Or is it my favorite recently I just saw? The guy... There's a guy who's teaching the woman how to be the masseuse, and then the big-titted hot chick is laying down, and she's like, you got to do this, and you got to do that. And then the woman laying down gets pissed. She's like, too much talking. We need less talking. And then the next thing you know, he just whipped it out, and he's tapping her on the forehead with it, pretty much, you know. Oh, what is this surprise? Oh, this is amazing. I don't see the cameras anywhere. This is totally believable. Yeah.
I was watching a porn the other day, and it was actually like they were stopping, and it was like, okay, all right, now you're going to magically move over to this position. And then it was like a little bit later, all right, now we're going to do this. And it was kind of like a behind the scenes, but still while they're fucking.
Do you need the premise? Do you need the story? Do you? What about you, Hedrick?
I fast forward through all that bullshit. Just get to it. I want to see it. Go in though. I hate when they fucking cut and it's already
in there. Yeah. My thing is, I like the genre of people getting caught, and then the person who catches them maybe joins in. That's the fun one to me. So there's got to be a little of that storyline there. It's usually FFM caught is what I'll look for. Okay. Or, something like that. Those are the fun ones for me. But how often? You're getting banged so much. How often are you even looking at porn?
More often than not, just when I masturbate. And that's, like I said, it's happened a few times this week or occasionally like with the Fireman, but.
Oh, you guys are watching together?
Occasionally. No, there was one day earlier this week that he wanted me to be ready for him. So I knew he was close. And so I went and got naked, pulled up a porn that I knew that he would like. I liked it too, but it was with him in mind. And so he came in. And I was like so close, and he saw that I was actually watching the porn because usually the couple times that we've done that, I've never been watching anything. So then of course he's like, "Well, what are you watching?" And so I show him, and he was just like, and pretty much like as soon as he got on me, he wasn't even inside of me. Like he got on me and was like playing with my tits and stuff, and I came before he even
years ago
fucked me, and then he started fucking me, and then it was great. Yeah. Like it was
what do you get? It
was pretty hot.
So it sounds like you were like a porn within a porn, watching a porn, and then you guys were almost because I've seen that. Exact same scenario in porn.
But
why don't you let us watch so we can have like this?
He likes to like take screenshots of ones that he'll watch when we're not together and send them to me.
It's
like,
hot.
Just to either let me know what he's doing or to be like, oh, I want to see you take that cock to cock. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want and stuff. Yeah. So like this morning, I sent him the link to the one that I watched because we were kind of joking back and forth. I know there was some reel I sent him about like. Oh, I wish I could suck your dick right now, but too bad we're not together, or some funny whatever cheeky thing. And he replied, he's like, who says you can't? And I was like, oh, you coming over? And he just laughed. He's like, yeah, no, unfortunately, blah blah blah. He had stuff going on today. I'm like, yeah, I didn't figure. And I was like, that's fine. I'm like, I just got into bed. I'm gonna get off anyway. And he was like, oh. And then I sent him the link. I was like, yeah, that's what I just got off to. And then he was like, fuck. So
see, I still when I'm cutting the grass, it's when I do all my deep thoughts, out there cutting. I think you seriously have it figured out, because what's the top thing on your list of having a relationship is like you just don't want the guy around. You want your space, you want your thing. I think you've hit your sweet spot. If you can maintain this,
It's perfect.
it actually is.
It's perfect. It's great. I'm completely
Yeah.
content
Fulfilled.
and happy.
You get to do whatever the fuck you want.
Sometimes more than others.
The only time that it comes into play is when you really want to, and he can't be there to do anything.
Or I mean, which goes both ways too, right? Like there's times he wants it, and like we don't have a spot because my kids are home, and you know what I mean. So there's
Them fucking buzzkills.
which we're gonna have to figure something out because now it's summer, right? So they're not at school. So the weeks that they're with me, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to navigate. So I'm not going to lie to you. I've been kind of like, I'm trying to find a spot that we can go park maybe, or like, I don't know. I got to
Here's my
find a place
suggestion.
where we can go on the
Do you have a
week-
tent?
Like,
A tent.
a tent?
Just
Yes,
put a
I have
tent up in your backyard.
No, I'm not. No, because then he's still coming over. Like, no, absolutely not. He's not coming over.
I got even better.
Everybody's got a tent up in the summer.
This is perfect though. Set a webcam up and get the tent and have your feet just stick out. And you're talking double. You can make
Oh
the
my
money
God.
off of the feet videos and feet pics of you banging. This, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
you saw
I'm
that
sure this
stupid
market.
Doritos
Yep.
thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is way cooler than that. Than with the tent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah,
Everybody's
see, but
always-
here's the thing. Like, well, while my daughter filmed that one that I made money off of, I can't have her film this one. So, like, there's some issues on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Time for somebody
But yeah,
else
so
to
that's
step
where
up.
I'm on the scope. Like, I keep, driving by. I'm like, is there like a parking lot somewhere? Is there a park that nobody goes to? Like, where can we?
Yeah.
So that's my.
Well,
So
I'm scoping out,
Yeah.
to see if we can find a spot at least on those weeks. That
I can help you out. I got a map.
You know.
I
there's
got
a
a map.
lot of
figure
back
out,
roads we used to park
Like,
in.
'cause-
back
yeah, that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
day.
Like, we got to find something. Like, we pulled off on this one spot once, like off the river, and it's not a great spot, especially now that people are fishing and stuff. Like, I worked one earlier this year when it was still kind of cold, but because his truck is perfect to fuck in. Like, he's got plenty of room in his truck, but.
You
So
think I'm
that's where
joking?
I'm-
You think I'm joking? But
Yeah.
I seriously have a map where all of the spots where I used to rendezvous with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
It was Hollywood at the time. She would. Can you meet me here? Can you meet me there? And I have a little pinpointed map of all of the spots
We used
we
to-
used to fucking go to.
I mean, it used to be places you go parking and drinking. I mean, back.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
the
Like, I feel
day.
like there were so many more spots. Like when I was younger, it was so much easier to find a spot. And I don't know if it's just because I'm more aware now, and like, not that I necessarily care, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what it is that it seems more difficult now to find a spot.
Can't your kids see where you're at on your phone?
Oh yeah, they couldn't they?
Could they be like your
I mean, they
daughter?
could.
Go like, hey, mom, why were you out here?
She doesn't. She used to a lot more like spy on where I'd be at. Like she'd be able to tell when I was at. She figured out where Golden Tongue lived because she was just like, "Oh, he lives in the middle of nowhere." I'm like,
my
"Oh,"
God.
I'm like, "Yup." Or she'd ask me like, "What are you doing in Bay City? Why are you on that side of the river?"
Wow.
Like, but that was a couple years ago. Like she's stopped like stalking where I'm at now just because she just knows she doesn't want to know.
Well, no, but I think it's good that you guys share locations and stuff like that. I mean, I share with my kids, but what I've found is someone who's always up to some nefarious shit doesn't want to share their location. I'm fine with sharing my shit anytime. I don't care because I'm always where I say I'm gonna be.
Right.
There's really no nonsense when it comes to that. So, yeah, the toe thing. Come on now, this Doritos. We need to think of the stupidest fucking idea and just roll with
Jello's
it.
been done before.
Jello.
Whipped cream.
It's got. I mean, I for the longest time I was kind of a foodie. I wanted somebody to like. I think it's because the first time I got a BJ was with those little ice cream cups with the fudge in them, with the wooden spoon. And my girlfriend at the time, she. I don't know, but I'm like, just put some of the thing on it and then freeze my cock off and then lick it off and make it hard and stuff. And bammo, it worked. She did it.
There you go.
Coaxed her right into it. Yeah. That's how you do it. But no, back to this tent thing, okay? This reminded me. When I was a kid, I must have been only fucking 10, probably 11 or 12 years old at the time. Maybe not a teenager. I was probably barely, not 13. I wasn't a teenager. There were some neighborhood kids. We had a tent in the backyard one time. And there was this girl that lived maybe 5 or 6 houses down. And I'm like, hey, can Kevin and I stay out in the tent outside tonight in the yard? And so sure enough, yeah, we go. We go. It's all right. We're going to have a good night. We're going to go to sleep. We go out to the tent and we're in there just shooting the shit. Just like army style tent with just the basic of tents. Well, this girl comes down from the, and she's in the middle between us, like spooning me and like getting all up in my ear and doing all this shit. I remember clear as I could probably bring this up with my mother. Like, hey, Mom, remember that time when we had the tent out back and you came out to tell us good night or whatever, All I remember is hearing my mom say my name, and then I went over to the tent and I opened it up and I wrapped it around my head like this and stuck my head up like, hey, Mom, how's it going? She had no idea we had this girl in the tent with us.
That was your first threesome?
Well, no, because she wasn't messing around with him at all. She was just...
He was just there?
He was just there on the other side, and I was on the one side of the tent.
Does he have a cuck fantasy now?
And then I don't know. I never talked to the guy. And he was like a year or two older than I was too, and she was a year or two older than I was too. And yeah, she was like spooning up on me, like kissing all up in my ear and stuff. And it was way inappropriate, super inappropriate. I mean, like I said, I was barely 12, 13 years old, and she had to be maybe 15, 16, almost 16. She probably could drive. That fucking perv. What the fuck? I was molested.
Explains so much.
Oh no! It's all coming back to me.
One in many times.
Oh God. No. Stop.
Please don't.
Willy Wonka style, right? Stop. No, don't. Oh, you want to play with my penis? Oh, darn.
That's right. Your cousin reached out to me and finally added me to Facebook.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
The one that
was the weirdest transition again. You're the master of these transitions today. Let's talk sexy stories. All right, we went to Disney World.
Well, because I used to.
I know. Wait a second. I know. We've talked about this.
Yes.
So my cousin, her name starts with an A.
Yep. Yeah, she just did a show Wednesday over in Midland.
Yes, she's a good singer.
Yep, she is.
Her brother and I are very close. Her and I don't know if we there's more of a communication between her brother and I, but she's great. She's awesome too. I've always wanted to reach out and stuff. My cousins on the one side of the family are awesome. They're like me. And the cousins on the other side of the family are, how can I describe it? I don't know. My mom kind of when we were growing up, I would say there was a conscious effort to hang with one or maybe not the other. And it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. My mom will probably say, no, that's not the case. But you catch a vibe when you're a kid that you're going to hang out with this group and you're not going to hang out with that group as much and this and that. But my cousins my cousin was just at my baseball game today. He's awesome. All of my cousins on both sides are great. But growing up, there was definitely that, sense of, I don't know, I don't want to say arrogance, but there's a little cockiness, and you know how you are when you're when you're a kid, you don't know which little cliques to join, and in the long run, you may regret not have hanging out with one side of the family as much as you should. So I'm trying to make up for that now. I'm really reaching out to a lot of my cousins and family and stuff like that, and spend more time with them. I had my oldest aunt pass away, so it's like, yeah, I want to spend time with these people before they all die.
So the reason why I made that segue is
because you banged my cousin.
No, not just to rub that in your face.
You fingered her,
but
you just fingered her.
It happened during the summertime, and your little conversation about tents and staying out triggered that memory of her. She always had killer boots on in the summertime.
Both of my children were conceived inside of tents. These little incubators of fucking human beings. Don't have sex in a tent. You'll make humans. Patrick, you can have sex in a tent as much as you want. Okay?
I can't make any more humans.
There's no more problems.
It's great. It's fucking great.
We're going to have to test it out, though. You're going to have to put a webcam in so we can watch it, go down, and we'll make the money off of your feet. That's all we need is that.
The feet. You'll crop the rest out. I mean, it depends on.
It depends what it is.
Different segments to sell on different channels.
Well, I mean, I've talked about getting the nanny cam in my bedroom. I'm sure I can, rig it up in the tent once I find one.
Listen, I was patting myself on the back from last week's comment about the reason that you want to get a nanny cam is because your 27-year-old fuck buddy had one still in his room. Come on, man. You can't just have him bring his over? Come on.
I mean,
have you messaged with him lately?
We chat here or there, but no. We haven't. We hooked up those 2 times that one week, and that was it.
See, here's the thing. So, when you can't have Fireman and you don't want to masturbate, are you holding off for the Fireman? You're kind of holding off.
He's way
for the
better
Fireman.
than 27.
But it doesn't matter. He's still is 27 better than masturbating?
Depends.
That should not be at his calling card.
I know. Well,
Better than masturbating.
He was not bad, but he just jackhammers. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, you can
And,
finesse him.
See, and that's, I mean, his dick is big enough that I wouldn't necessarily mind showing him a few things. To be like, listen,
wait.
you have a lot of potential on how you could use this.
What
What
if-
you don't just gotta,
So wait a second now. So was he was mostly on top then or going from behind?
yeah.
So if you rode him,
That's exactly, yeah. I never had the chance to. I kind of did a little bit after he came once, but then he couldn't handle it anymore.
I like what did you call it jackhammers? Is that what you said?
Yeah. You know exactly what I'm
Run,
saying when I
run.
fucking say that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we've all been there.
yeah.
You
So-
got to save that for the right time and place, the energy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, and that could be plenty.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta. I mean, again, we only did hook up twice, so it's not like there's been many chances to do more. But
yeah,
like I said, I mean, the fireman's fucking good, and we fuck a lot, so it's not.
I'm trying
I
to think
mean,
back of some of the times when
I'm not going out of my way to try to set that up. I mean, if I did, it would be I'd try to do the back to back again because the fireman really liked. I mean, I liked it, but
I'm trying to think back to a time when I was seeing somebody that I was having issues with where I couldn't. There was some performance anxieties there a little bit, and it was never more evident than when after that was all done, and I just was with the next person. I was like, all right, that shit was just fucking her. It was, you know what I mean?
We all have that moment.
I don't. But the thing was, she was pretty attractive. She was hot. I thought I was attracted to her, but I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes you just that vibe is not quite. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. Like I said, I mean, I've only seen the fireman soft like this entire. It's been like over 6 months.
6 months. He's just walking around.
Because he's-
the second he gets there, he's pitching a tent.
Pretty much, like
Good
he knows,
God.
man. Like it's amazing. Like which
fucking
which
awesome.
makes me feel good about myself that he's that fucking turned on fucking me. Like, and I'm just
Did you tell him
a
he needs
fucking
to-
water park with him. So
Did you tell him he needs an 8-week program called Rex Kwando to do it, to fuck around with? I mean, to teach guys how to girth it up. What is he eating? Like you said, what is his exercise routine? He says he's a big
said-
fucking guy, right?
He says that he's just always had this like sex drive. He's always been like this, and I'm like, okay, man. Like,
So,
but what blows my mind is the fact that like he comes and then he likes to keep fucking. Most guys are like, nope, I need some time. I need a break. I mean, like occasionally,
From time to time, I can
occasionally,
do that, yeah.
but it's a relatively consistent where he,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah. So I'm very spoiled with him.
I've got a theory. I could be wrong. But if I think you said he's average,
He's a little above average.
little above average. So probably 6-7 inches or so.
He hits
So
the
there's-
spot just right.
So there's
Perfectly.
also
He's got that curve.
less room the blood needs to flow through.
Maybe.
And maybe because it is a smaller size, that blood can stay
I don't
going
know.
through than versus somebody that's larger.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just a theory.
It's great.
Here's as I'm over 50 now, so it's like Jesus Christ, I got to start thinking about when and where. For me, it's all okay. I got some time here. Do I want to squeeze one out, or do I want to save it for some later fun? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be either in the mood for it. If I and as we were talking about earlier. As you're with somebody for a longer time, I think this is why I think you got the sweet spot going right now. You guys have some separation. You miss the bang time. We're together all the time.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference. I mean, I'm always playing with her tits, and we're always fucking grabbing and groping and doing all sorts of shit. I'm always, but it's,
Well, and that's like, whereas it is tricky in the weeks my kids are home to find something, sometimes that works in our favor because then it's like, oh my God, it's been a week. And then so there is that little bit of build up. And so that does work
best
out.
part.
Like, you know what I mean? That definitely does work out well sometimes, and there's times where I will purposely hold off
when I was dating the girl
on
across the-
masturbating or anything
yeah.
to wait, say for him, and I know he does the same thing too. You know what I mean? Like it'll go both ways. Like, nope. And so it's like, yeah, it is. It's a good sweet spot.
When I was dating the girl from Greenville, I would hold off. She would come over Thursday through Sunday, and we'd bang like crazy. And then when she would leave midday Sunday, I would not Jack, I would not do any of that, and none of it. So to wait for when she got back, and that worked out really good. So I think that's why I think it might be the sweet spot on that. So
Well, no, like, yeah, I really agree with that. Like, and he gives me shit because, like I said, I mean, our sex drives obviously match each other's, but I think sometimes he's still surprised at how much I want it, and so then he'll.
dude, I'm surprised how much you want it. I've known you for like 20 years.
Because like they'll be, we'll be setting it up. He's like, "Well, you want me to come over, before work or after work?" And I'm like, my answer is always both, like every single time.
Can you take a lunch break too?
And it's always he's like, "You get one, you get one," and so we'll pick one, whatever. And so, like it happened
crazy.
where yesterday, like I said, he made a comment about it. He's like, "I might be able to come over both." I'm like, "Really? You're actually?" I'm like, "Don't even fucking tease me if you're not gonna come back over after work." And he's like, "No, I think I will." So he did. He came over before work because he's been really liking that coming over that morning sex. Like I'm like half awake at first. I just leave the door unlocked. And he crawls in the bed. But then he did. He came over after work, and I was like, "All right." And then I was done. I was like, "Holy shit!"
How often are you banging? I know there's a little quick. Don't
not
answer.
as often as her.
No shit. Who is? Who is, man? I think I'm getting adequate amount, but I probably could step it up a little bit. We're into baseball season now,
Yeah,
and
my average is not as high as either one of yours, so it is what it is.
here's the thing. As far as she's concerned, they're both initiating it, which is the key.
Right.
I am guilty of it not initiating nearly as much. The days seem like they're flying fucking by. First of all, by the time we get to bed, I'll reach over, start fiddly diddling on the knobs. And then it's go time, but it's like it's never. I don't think it's both initiating at the same time. It's usually like me starting it up with her or her starting it up with me.
Well, and that's where it's like, I mean, we can hang out and just have a couple drinks and stuff like that, but we've never hung out and not
bang.
fucked.
That's awesome.
Which is amazing. Like there's always a point to this, right? Like yes, we can hang out, we enjoy each other's company and things like that, but we're gonna fuck.
So how do you? So this trip, you're talking this camping trip. The tent test out.
Gotta hear the tent out.
Well, tell me how do you anticipate this going and what? Because you're going to have to spend more time
I'm hoping
together.
I don't walk. I have a hard time walking. He even made a comment. He's like, "You're not gonna be able to walk by the end of the weekend." It's like perfect. Like that's the goal.
So
Yeah.
when is this going down? Does this happen?
Next month.
This is when the webcam has to happen. I know it's going to be hard. We're going to have to buy you a Starlink. Thank you, Elon, for the Starlink so we can watch it live on the webcams.
At least you don't have allergy season and all these different things that cock block other people. So
I love this. I love when he brings up things like this. What did you bring up last week when you were like,
random. What? Allergy season has never fucking cock blocked me. What the hell's wrong with you?
Dude.
it's not me.
Dude,
Absolutely
hangovers,
not, dude.
It's the other
hangovers. Well, I'll fuck through a hangover. I'll fuck through just
Well, and
stomach
I
ache.
haven't had a period for fucking since 2020. So
you're telling me
That's
she's
great.
got
like
she's
I don't
got
even
the
have
excuse line up. Oh man,
I don't
that's
even
not
have
good.
an off week. Like it's fucking great.
So she flicking the shit out of her
I
fucking
have
bean.
no clue. I have no
She's
clue.
got me. She's getting jackhammered by that vibrator is what it is. She's in there with that. What's that? Hitachi fucking wanga wanga.
It's not the one.
That's the
I
good
get
one.
a very small version
That's
of
the
that.
good one. No, the big one's where it's at.
Yep. So double team with that and the other one after going down on it for quite a while. Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yep.
let's talk about maxing, everyone. Everything's
So
getting
what's-
maxing.
that's not like Boob Max
Well,
magazine.
I collect these headlines, and a lot of the times I don't even go to read the article. But the boob maxing trend is here. When has it not been here? This article acts like there's never been this trend of women getting tit jobs.
No, half of this shit is just renaming shit that already fucking exists. Like it's so stupid.
I can tell you right now, I went from not knowing just about anybody who had fake tits to knowing a dozen people who have fake tits. Patrick, you're blessed. You don't need fake tits.
I love my tits.
I still try to put myself into a mindset of a woman who is going to get the fake tits. And I just can't possibly say, I want to insert something into my body that I know is going to be there. I wouldn't even put a chip inside of me or like a Elon Musk's Neuralink or whatever, you know what I mean? Let alone these pockets of fucking liquids in front of you on your chest. Don't get me wrong, I love them to death.
Yeah. No, I've been with and without, and I've had friends of mine that are like my first ex-wife that had double mastectomy, and
No, I can see for that.
she had him put in and then didn't like him and had him pulled out. So
What do you think of what do you think? Reals, fakes, doesn't matter as long as you can
Doesn't
touch them. They're
matter.
real.
Doesn't matter. I do like a 36C though.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I was a 36C when I first started coming on the show.
Yes.
I am a 38D now.
Dang.
So this boob maxing, a social media trend promoting breast enhancement, is causing concerns among doctors. Influencers are pushing products in unrealistic beauty standards. This line of unrealistic beauty standards, yes, it's been around forever. Everybody has this, leading to insecurities and potential health risks from unregulated supplements. As long as they're not putting those fucking ass. You ever seen where they do the ass implants? What the fuck is that shit?
I haven't heard of that in a long time.
You don't want an ass implant?
Dudes who were doing that.
Do you have an? Oh yeah, they were with. Why don't you just get those pants with the curvy padded areas? You've seen those, right?
Oh
With the
yeah, it's
padded-
like instead of a wonder bra, it's like a wonder butt.
Wonder butt. So as you can see, my collection of things is pretty much just hot chick. Sharon Stone's face kind of fucked up.
Oh, it's Halsey. You're right.
Halsey, I hate to say it, but once you get into the routine of collecting women like we did back in the day with the Tumblr, the only thing that really catches your eye are stories about hot chicks. Right? I mean, come on. What do you stop at when you're scrolling through your phone?
It's hot chicks.
It's true. It's hot chicks. When you're scrolling through your phone, is it hot dudes? Do you ever look at you get a bunch of Instagram hot dudes you follow?
I go my algorithm changes up sometimes, but it'll go through when it's hot younger mustache guys like Riley Green, the country singer. Oh
I thought you meant the tiger.
no, he's so fucking hot, dude. But he's got 6'5" cowboy with a mustache. So I'll go. That tends to be, or then there'll be like random sexy firemen for some reason pop up across my algorithm.
I remember when I was with Endo, she would hate the fact that I would just scroll my Instagram and it would just be a bunch of hot chicks. She was like, "What if I had hot guys?" I'm like, "You can have whatever the fuck you want on your phone. I don't give a shit." It's like, what am I gonna fucking do? It's not my goddamn phone. You fucking give 'em whatever gets you going. Crank it up.
Usually though, it's like just sexual innuendos and like dirty reels and stuff that I can. I have a good. It fluctuates because I have like a handful of friends that we're like real friends, right? You know what I mean? Like we
Trade
send the
and stuff.
reels and stuff like that. Yeah. So like, and it'll fluctuate. Like I get random hot dog ones because of Moonlight.
Yeah.
Like we both
Random hot dog ones.
Hot dogs. There's a. I don't even know. I know as I'm wearing a hot dog shirt. I know. I sent him. I fucking snapped him this shirt today. I was like, dude, look at this shirt I have. I don't even know where the hot dog thing came from. It's been going on for so fucking long. It's just ridiculous.
And it's always going to be a thing.
It is. It's just a thing now. Like it's just so there's random ones with him. Like I send some like funny gardening ones to my one friend. All the ones about like I send a lot of the cuck ones to a friend of mine who knows about the fireman thing. And so she'll send those to me too. So I have a few different friends that have, there's a few that I can send the same ones to, but they have different, and so that will cause my algorithm to change somewhat, but then I'll send some to the fireman. He'll send some to me and stuff. So, yeah.
So as far as like Instagram for me, I'll go on there and I get a bunch of funny shit that pops through. The one that came through the other day, and this is totally just, I'm going to deal with this tomorrow, taking the girls to the first Tiger game. Dad goes viral for saying inflation has gone out of control after taking his 3 kids to a baseball game. Okay, so what it was, it shows the receipt.
Is it the one that has like 47 beers or something?
Yeah, three Pepsis, 4 hot dogs, 1 cotton candy, 17 Coors Lights.
Yeah, I was gonna say something stupid, some high amount of beer. Yep.
I love
Hopefully
it.
it was not dry.
That was a good
It was,
one.
yeah, I thought that was
That's
very,
a good one.
because it straight up looks legit too. I mean, like it's a real story, and
Side note, did you know that the Loons have half off beers on Thursdays?
yes,
Yes.
Thursday.
I went there with Zool. I went to the game with Zool on
How's
Thursday.
Zuli doing?
So she's going good, yeah. I need to get her in studio. She said she wants to come in. I should have said something tonight, but I
Yeah.
didn't think about it.
Tell her to get her cleavage ready to come on in so we can see it with our eyes.
I know. I was so my daughter has been calling me out about checking out boobs in public more. Like apparently I don't hide it.
So she's
as
paying
much.
attention to you.
Yeah, she catches me do it, and she really gives me shit when she catches me checking out her tits because hers of all of a sudden.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
And she's like, Mom, she's like, you're a pedophile. I'm like, I created those. Like, it is fine. Like, it is fine. I'm allowed. But anyways, but no, she'll call me out and stuff. And it was funny because we're at the game and like my daughter works for him and stuff. So we'd seen her earlier, but I was sitting across from Zool and I kept staring at her tits. I was like, oh my God. And so I texted my daughter. I'm like, oh my God, I can't stop staring at her boobs. I'm like, this is problematic. She's like, yeah, it's bad, Mom. She's like, I'm proud of you for recognizing it, though. I was like,
but dude, tits are beautiful. I know. They are great.
She didn't even have a low-cut shirt on. It was just like tight, and they just looked the tightness really good of that.
Yeah, I mean, it goes right back to what we were saying about the fake ones and stuff.
Apparently,
like that.
her boyfriend asked what my sexuality was recently because she'd called me out on something in front of him. Like, I didn't even realize. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm no better than a man. Like, and not even realizing I was in front of her boyfriend. And I guess he asked her, he's like, is your mom? And I'm like, what did you say? She's like, I told him I didn't know. You mostly like guys, but you like boobs. I'm like, well, I feel like that's a fair assessment. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a fair assessment.
There's not. I mean, what woman would even say, I hate boobs? You know, a girl with no tits.
Like, sexuality is a spectrum, right? Like, I'm definitely not 100% straight.
Yeah.
But I don't want to date a woman.
The fact that you brought up, you're a pedophile. I had this conversation. For the most part, I don't sit and write out anything I'm going to say on this podcast, ever. I don't think I've ever sat down and had a joke that I was going to say or whatever. It's just whatever stream of consciousness comes in. But as I was cutting the lawn again the other day, I had this idea, and I'm putting this out into the world because I need somebody to. This is something that I was thinking, and it offended Erasure so much when I said it. I think she it was like, okay, all right, this is the lead into this. Okay. So the premise of this joke, which I'm going to try to have some of my friends come up with, and maybe we could do this right here on the spot. Every time we talk about Jesus, right, and we say if Jesus came back right now, people would be like, what's up with the fucking weirdo? What is up with this? He's fucking out of his mind. He's what? This is a Jesus. Nobody would.
He'd be some woke liberal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That okay, but then my mind went even more twisted. Okay,
no.
What if Trump actually is Jesus? And we got it all wrong. We're supposed to be fucking the kids.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly. This is exactly what I was saying. All this shit. I said, what if all the religious people are thinking of it? I'm still figuring this out, man.
I think you should, maybe shelf that one.
Well, no, man. We're getting
saying.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Whatever I'm thinking right now.
Whatever offensive shit I can possibly get to, this level of like we've gotten a little soft over the last couple of years, but this is like there's a joke. I brought it up to one of my buddies on the baseball team today, and he and I just started riffing, man. And I think if I get with the martial arts phenomenon, we're gonna nail this one down. Someone's gonna steal this. Go ahead and steal it. But you watch. There's going to be a comedian out there who's going to have this premise of this if they haven't already. Because I'm not saying that this probably hasn't been talked about. But comedians are. Louis C.K. had a bit about this where he goes, it was something about pedophilia. He goes, it must feel really good because how they're so tempted by it, they have to do it and then kill the kid. he had a whole fucking bit about it.
That extra little bit.
You got to go that extra step.
But no, you look back. Hundreds of years ago, life expectancy wasn't so long. 13, 14-year-olds were getting married to way older men over in Europe. And
what's the Bible's statutory rape laws? Sure, it certainly isn't in the fucking 10 Commandments. So, hey, man, free for all, bang the kids.
Multiple wives. Different ages.
They got to work. There's no fucking child labor laws back then. Fuck yeah, man. I'm sure it was. As soon as the tits grow in, they're free for all, right?
Wasn't it when they get their blood?
Yep.
Something like that. I mean, so
yeah,
it's what the Bible says. We got to go by what the Bible says, right?
I mean, I was watching this deal.
I love the mom's reaction because it's always the mom's reaction. It's the mom's reaction.
I was watching a deal on Elvis Presley, and you look at a lot of this, what he was around, Mick Jagger.
Oh yeah, all those guys, rock. Jimmy Page, were all around 13, 14-year-old girls trying to act older, and as much as now we go like that's so wrong.
they didn't see anything wrong with it back then.
That Rod Stewart song that I just was listening to, there's like a guy on TikTok who did a video of it. The lyrics that are just completely wrong. It's talking about banging a virgin and stuff, but this guy recreates it as the cops show up to take him to jail. It's a funny meme. I'll have to find it. But I don't know. You know, I'm old now. I have to think about Elle Macpherson. Did you see this picture here of her? She's still holding it together, man.
Yeah, she is.
62nd birthday. Would you throw it in her?
Oh yeah. But Suki's given that, that smoldering look right next to the left of her.
Elle Macpherson. I thought Elle Macpherson had a some type of disease and she was going to die soon. I thought that was the case, but I could be wrong. But yeah, for sure, dude. Come on, Elle Macpherson. Jesus Christ. Holy shit balls. Look at that. Look at that nonsense. Patrick, would you go down on a 62-year-old Elle Macpherson? Look at this shit. You'd eat that fucking snatch.
Probably.
Yes. Yeah, she's good shit. So I want to tell you guys, a friend of mine, a friend of ours, house half mile guy, he's moving, going out of town, living down in, going to go live in Georgia. So there's we've been, pretty close for the last probably, 8 to 10 years now, maybe longer. So I'm going to kind of miss him and stuff. And so I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks. He's going to be gone. And, so 2 days ago, I get a phone call from some guy. And when you get a phone call and the name actually pops up, you're like, oh, okay, this is like a person. So sure enough, I call the guy back. He needs some design work done. And he met me today at Carroll Park. He's from LA in the TV and movie industry.
Oh, shit.
And like casting, and he worked on some TV like America's Got Talent and American Idol, and he's wrote his own stuff, and he's got, so he and I started talking, and I'm like, cool, dude, we got to hang out. So I'm going to be going over to his place on Tuesday to have dinner with him and his wife. And I want to tell him about the podcast and tell him about all this stuff and get him in the mix of things. But yeah, he seems like a good dude and another creative. And I was like, okay, cool. When one guy leaves, another one kind of comes into the mix. So it's pretty cool. As we get older, it's harder to meet people.
Yeah.
And I think I'm pretty lucky. I have some like outlets as far as baseball, the film festival, the podcast. I've been, it's hard to. What do I always say when I have a girlfriend? All my fuck buddies go away. So I always say that. My Endo, when she was living at the house and everything, I was like, she eroded my fuck buddy list. Patrick, we all have to live vicariously through you now. Sorry.
Hey, that's all right. I think
she's kind of settling down though to one though.
I know. I think he's coming over tonight. I wasn't even planning on getting any more this weekend.
Oh boy.
Here's our phone call update. What are you getting texted right now? Are you getting Blizz zone up? What is he saying?
That's why I'll ignore pretty much anybody when I'm on this except for him.
Is he sending dick pics?
No dick pics. But
no dick pics. I want to. I'm doing some promos that I want to test out here first, and then we'll wrap up. We've been on for 45 minutes. We're good. Sure. Let's see if I can get this working.
Any news?
I do gotta say, you want to hear this funny story though while you're pulling it up. I was out earlier this week with a friend, just having dinner, and
girl or boy?
A guy, but nothing like. At the risk of offending you, he's like 60 and it could be my dad.
Have you seen his cock?
But it's not like that. Like, no, it's totally different. Like he was a regular of mine when I worked at a bar and stuff like that.
Regular of yours?
Not like that. No, God, no. No, he really is just a nice guy. Like, we're friends. There's nothing like, never has been, never. Just, he lives up north now. And so like when he comes down and he comes down to help his mom out because she's like in her 80s. And we'll usually grab dinner, just catch up, whatever. It's like, a handful of times a year. And so I was out and the fireman had like sent me a picture of a beer because he had to go like downstate for work and just had a beer. And I was like, oh, I was having a margarita. And so he's like, where are you at? And I was like, oh, I'm like grabbing dinner with a friend. He's like, old fuck buddy. That's like his new go-to now. Anytime I'm with like,
well, Hedrick, we all kind of assumed it. I did.
Buddy. And but it cracks me up that I'm like, because I'll tell him if it is like, it's not a big deal, like, because he obviously doesn't care. But I feel like it's been happening a little bit more lately. And the other aside to that is I had sent him, I don't even know. Oh, he was sending me the screenshots of a porn. And there was this one chick that had this like lingerie thing on, and I was like, oh, I used to have something similar to that. And he was like, oh, no kidding. And I was like, actually, you know what? I think I have a picture. I'm like, let me go look at the locked folder. And so I had this old picture, and I did. And so I sent it to him because I'm like, obviously, and he was just like, God damn. And he's like, who was that for? And I was like, oh, it was my ex. And he's like, well, now I'm kind of jealous that he got to see it. I'm like, don't even be saying, I know, dude.
You guys are gradually going to come together.
I may have purchased one similar to that. And that one was black. I had to get red this time. But
you guys,
so
you're playing everything right.
out, yeah.
Naturally, you're going to gravitate towards each other, and then it's going to be like, okay, we can't not have this or do this now. It's just that's how it is.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it how it is, and just whatever it turns out to be, it turns out to be. I'm going to enjoy it as long as it lasts, and hopefully it lasts a long time.
It will. Hat trick. Okay? Stop fucking around. It just fucking...
Just do it!
I am. That's the plan.
You're getting fucking dead. Okay, so I made a bunch of these because at the beginning, we're always forgetting to tell the listener line, right? So I made a bunch of these that I want to just test right now. I'm only going to leave one in, but I'm going to play them all for you just because I want you guys to see what we got here.
Listening to the Going Deep show already proves your judgment is questionable. Call 989-341-3314 and make it worse. Call in and go deep.
You need to have one that's like got a story that rivals Hat Trick.
Well, yeah.
There you go. In a female's voice,
Well,
too.
Yeah.
That would be a good one, yeah.
That's what you got to
Think
do.
you've got the dumbest story in Bay City? We seriously doubt it. Call 989.
I like that.
You got the dumbest story, basically. You're right, though. We need the sexy female voice one. We do. I think you're right. I have a voice that I could use for that. Dr. Pinkie Pie from Dr. Nurse F show would be perfect. It's been a good day. I was, like 6 for 6 or 7 for 7 on the game today. Had 3 singles, a double, a triple, and a home run.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome. And the triple came in the last at bat. I was trying to hit a triple for like 3 at bats, and I was like, shit. It was a great game. We kicked the crap out of them, so it was good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Hat Trick, anything? Tell us about your next adventure. When are we going to listen to live?
Just do it!
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go hopefully get laid in the next half hour or so.
Stop, don't come back.
You forgot the horn sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do.
Grab him by the pussy.
Instant boner killer.
Have you ever listened to that entire clip before? The entire clip of Hip Trump before he says that is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's
That
I've heard
tracks
it
with
more than
anything
once.
he fucking says.
But so I sent you that link to the Howard Stern interview with him.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah. I'm like, these two are being completely honest and open. This is straight out of the fucking 90s, man. It was insane.
And yet people still voted for him knowing this shit.
Well, yeah. To me, back then, when Stern was that entertaining, and you could tell, I mean, Stern's like pouring it on, being over the top, and yeah. And Trump was honest as
I'm
fuck.
telling you, I'm still not the conspiracy theory that I can get on is that he didn't win a single fucking election. They were all fucking rigged. That's why he's so pissed about 2020 is because it was supposed to be rigged in his favor and somehow still he fucking lost. And that's why he still focuses on that is because he was supposed to fucking win it because he went in there knowing it was rigged, just like he did for 2016. Because all of us went to bed for both fucking elections and he was losing by a large number. And then all of a sudden he fucking wins?
Yeah.
Like,
So
no, I don't
how
buy it.
soon before the stories come out that he's not going to pay a ton of the people working on getting this MMA event going? You know damn well it's going to happen. This motherfucker left a bunch of people at Coachella out in the middle of the goddamn desert because he didn't want to pay the
He's not paying
buses and
anything.
shit. Yeah, it's going to be fucking
They were
crazy.
talking about they might even leave that up, the structure and everything else. So
Yeah,
it's
classy.
Yeah.
Classy. All right, everybody, I'm the kid. This is Go Deep Show. Let me play some music and we get the fuck out of here. Hat Trick needs to go flicker bean or to get fucked or do whatever she's going to do.
Maybe a little bit of both. Sometimes we bust those out too. At the same time.
yeah.
You gonna take it? You gonna take that dick?
All right, we'll see you guys soon. Till the next one.